Hi guys, this is Sydney. My hair, the wind. so I was just taking a walk and then just grounding my energy here with nature, and I felt called to share the message of what had just taken place yesterday. So ever since I got here, I think it's the very first video that I made here that I shared on YouTube, public video, that I mentioned that I came here to activate the ley line and clear the ley line to bring in the dragons. And for the last 2 days, I kept receiving the message, dinosaurs. So I didn't know what that was about. And all of a sudden, last night, they gave me the information. It was about the dragon cast. So right now on Earth, the dragons have come down, and the portal has opened. So the reason why I was here, part of my soul mission being here in this ley line, was to help open up that portal from this place where I am, so the dragons can come freely in and out on Earth, as the Earth frequency has been ready with higher light codes and raising its frequencies and vibration. So what I saw was in my third eye vision. So something that I can see is, just like I see the ocean with my open eyes, but then I'm also having the vision in my third eye with the eyes open with different timelines, or so that's what I saw, like just like this. I start to see like dragons coming in, and I was the head of the dragon cast, leading the dragon cast, came through, and I was to communicate with that dragon. And I saw myself riding that dragon, actually, and with that, what came was a dragon priestess. So this dragon priestess message has been coming through the past week or so, and I didn't know what that was about. But now it became clear. It had to do with a lot of the divine feminine risings, and especially this month, a lot of the Hikari, Lilith, that dark feminine energies with the Scorpio full moon in Taurus season, and now we have the Venus in Aries, where we are to further embrace our individuality and understand our worthiness in this life. And that's part of dropping the old energies from the age of darkness altogether. So the part of the delving into or tapping into the divine dark feminine energies, or that underworld energies, is to neutralize the duality aspect and duality consciousness of good and bad. So just yesterday, that's what took place, and I received the information that that portal has been successfully opened, and it is connected to the rainbow bridge, the rainbow portal that I kept mentioning since the beginning of this year, the cosmic alignment. So that rainbow bridge, that representing the 7 chakras within our system, that we have more chakras than 7 chakras, but it is focusing on the physical body within, the vessel within, to help people and the individuals in the collective to go inward, to activate the temple within, the Garden of Eden within, is like a big theme in this year. And Archangel Michael supporting, Merlin's constantly supporting, to alchemize and to understand the magical power within ourselves, so that also we further release all these deceptions and masking within ourselves and within the energies that have been accumulated in the age of darkness altogether, with Archangel Michael's energies of protection, to speak our truth and be our authentic self. So right now, I asked, when the head of that dragon came through, I started to see the face, and I asked, what's the purpose of this dragon cast coming in? And what I received was, it is helping people, individuals, to further awaken themselves by helping them connect with their personal dragon if they have one. And when you go through the dark night of the soul, so-called, or shadow work phase, after that awakening, initial awakening, everyone tends to go into a very deep isolation period where they have to detach from certainly like old situations and people. So that's part of that journey. And that isolation, meaning that you have to go inward alone. So during that time, that journey is very challenging because we are not used to being alone, and we are very much fearful of being alone with the programming and living this dark age, so-called. So personal dragons can really help individuals when they do this kind of work to help them transmute something. So personally for me, soon after my initiation in 2018, I connected with my personal dragon Kuma, which is a fire dragon. So Kuma helped me transmute a lot of the lower vibration, negative energies when I was going through really heavy, like challenging stuff intensely in a relatively short period of time, which was my soul contract for me to do that. And then at the end of 2023, Lahima, my air dragon, personal air dragon, came through, I believe around December time, connecting with me to get me prepared for that Pluto in Aquarius age. So I was I have both of these two personal dragons. So if you resonate, something that I'm going to share is you can simply have a quiet moment and then close your eyes and then breathe in, breathe out, and then center your energy, and you can set an intention to call on your personal dragon to connect with you. And you're going to connect with them if you have one. And in that moment, if you resonate, especially just like what I did at the when I was first connecting with my very first personal dragon, even though I didn't know what dragons were, I didn't know all these terms like spiritual world or the spiritual community and all this ascension and like all this stuff all together, I've always believed in dragons, and I used to love animations with dragons, and I just believed it. There was no doubt in my mind for some reason, meaning there was no resistance or judgment or second guessing. So if you're in that same place, is what I'm going to share, it's likely that you are meant to connect with your personal dragon and allow that personal dragon to help you in your journey at this time. So you can close your eyes and then visualize and set an intention that you intend to connect with your personal dragon, and you're open and receptive, and just focus on yourself on your third eye with your eyes closed, and then you will start to see a dragon coming towards you, and then as it comes, you can ask yourself, or you can do this with me right now, What do you see? What color is it? What dragon is it? So when I ask you this question, or you asking yourself this question, whatever that comes to your mind first is the one. So you could be like, all of a sudden you see a black dragon, or you see like this bright something dragon, or you identify it as like air, or these elements like earth or water, or air and earth together, and such. So you don't have to have any knowledge about the dragon realm or dragon caste and kind of dragons or type of dragons. Just trust your intuition, because your soul already knows. You had that connection. So that's your personal dragon. And then that's linked to a specific theme or an area that you may be working on, that you may be feeling challenged by, and that they're coming in to help you out. And you can also have your personal dragon's name, and so after that you can ask, or I'm going to ask, right, to you. So what is the name that comes up to your mind? Okay, so the first name that comes up to your mind when you're not thinking, when you're not exploring, and when you're not like trying to come up with something that pops up is the name of your dragon. That's how I connected with my dragons. So you can always call on that personal dragon whenever you're meditating, whenever you need some sort of their support in transmuting something, or paving the way for you with certain things energetically, or cocooning you while you're going through some sort of transformation to shield you in a protective energy bubble. And when I talked to the head of the dragon while I was writing it, when I asked the question, so what's the purpose of you coming in at this time, is to help the collective, help individuals to be and live softer, not harder. So the gentler approach to life and to yourself. And earlier, just before, while I was taking a walk, that song came. I was still a child. Go easy on me, babe. So I think that's sung by that female British singer. I forgot her name. I forgot the name of the song. That's kind of a well-known song. So that particular phrase, go easy on you, babe. So basically, going easy, meaning that can apply to the outlook that you have on your life, or the life in general, or towards yourself. That's energy is very much linked to further forgiving, to open up our heart to compassion, self-compassion, and compassion for others that way. So you can sing this melody, especially this part, go easy on you, babe. I was still a child. So basically, I think it's saying that she made the decision, and looking back now, after years later, that she's basically understanding and forgiving herself from making such choice that led to pain at the time, that she now understands, right? So to go easy on herself, to be kind with herself, to be gentle with herself. So that's energy with that. So the dragons can really support you with that if you resonate. So a lot of the wounded divine feminine, wounded divine masculine, these energies can make us go really hard on ourselves. And that could be reflected outwardly as you approaching life, to push through, to go harder, to make your way, meaning like controlling everything and forcing rather than being allowing. So that's the energy that we need, and that's the energy that we are transforming into, both on an individual and on a collective level. And it may appear unique to every individual because everyone is on a unique journey, the soul journey, and they have a unique soul mission and purpose. So it's further helping us to also go inward with the dragons. And another purpose is that they're going to, because as the portal has opened, the energy has opened up, the frequency, they can just come in and go freely as they wish. And so they can clear up all these ley lines, the energies of the lower vibrations that have been accumulated during the age of darkness in a lot of different areas. And what came was like the Washington DC area for some reason. So they're going there to clean up something, clear up something. And just, I was seeing like they're just coming in, like a lot of them. So that's connected to the rainbow bridge energy, the Noah's Ark, in a symbolic sense that it's helping individuals to make that soul choice further, to whether to stay in the old earth or 3D earth, or to join the new earth or the 5E earth at this time, and to support more individuals to awaken so they make that decision to ascend. Because what is coming is, if they choose to stay unawakened or continue to repeat the same cycle and patterns in the matrix, eventually Earth, after it's split and fully moving onto the 5D, or however it is, the Ascension successfully done, the planet, the Earth, will be the lowest vibrational planet, and it's going to be very difficult for souls to get out of that energy. So once they die in this lifetime, they have to come back to, like, or go back to even like the lower vibrational planet somewhere in the universe, and that's going to be very, very difficult for those souls to get out. So this ascension is like the golden ticket, is what is coming, golden opportunity for souls. That's why so many souls and starseeds and light workers and so much attention is on Earth and Gaia right now at this time. Is what I'm going to share for some reason. So take however it resonates for you. And then another thing is the trauma with the Lemurian portal, Lemurian civilization. So what I saw in my dream time, like 2 days ago, was I was like half awake, half asleep. I thought I was awake, but I was sleeping. But then I thought I was sleeping, but I thought I was awake, like kind of that like in-between state. I was in bed. And I saw myself in a building in Thailand. And then suddenly the flood started to come down. The water started to come down as I was about to step outside of the building. And when I saw the water coming in, like it was moving really quickly and fast. It was flooding in is the word that is coming. So I panicked in that moment. I was like, oh my God, I need to run away from it. And then I was going to go in and rush in to the building to run away, but it was coming in so quickly. And then in that moment of panic, I said to myself, I surrender. And if I die, I die. I surrender. So in that moment, I'm trusting that I'm surrendering, and I'm just letting myself die if I need to, if I meant to. So the next thing I saw was I'm inside the water and just floating in the water, and then there's like an air bubble. So I guess like I'm not dead, but I'm just like at peace inside the water. And then with that, I just started to cry, and then tears came out like physically, and that woke me up. And right after that, I started to tap into the Akash and what happened, how the Lemurian civilization has come down. It was with this like manipulative force. It was not natural. That Lemuria was very much connected to the ocean, the water, the nature. It was very much built on divine feminine consciousness. And then the energy came through, and then I started to remember or download from the Akash. The Akash allowed me to have that information for this particular time, for a purpose. That that energy of sudden force that destroyed the peaceful energies in that civilization, in that frequency, all of a sudden it turned into panic, fear, and that anchored down that such energy of anxiety and all of that on Gaia at the time. So that was done by Atlantis, just before the fall of Atlantis, or around that time, or that corruption or the corrupted time is what has been coming. And so a lot of souls who are connected to that particular era in the Lemurian timeline or civilization could carry some fear with water. So fear with going underwater, or just being underwater could make them panic, or something of that nature is what I'm guided to share. So that is like the representation of that memory or the trauma that you may be carrying. So however it resonates, take whatever resonates. So that energy has been anchored down, and this energy of the dark feminines and the Hikari and Lilith and Mary Magdalene and Joan of Arc and all these energies and Rose lineage and Christ's bloodline. So another thing is that Christ's bloodline has been successfully activated also. So now a lot of kids or souls are coming through the females' wombs that are carrying, they're being pregnated, that have been ready to welcome them, who have that Christ-line bloodline. So when they come in, they have very different or higher consciousness. So they're going to help their parents and people around them, and they may be on social media. And that's how they're going to help clear or help awaken people's consciousness at this time. And that's their sole purpose, is what I'm going to share. So their genetic makeup is very different. So like even now, a lot of young children of what I'm seeing is like before the age of 9 or 8, they're already doing this. They're already sharing this stuff on social media and all this wisdom. And the thing is, in the old days, a lot of adults used to underestimate children and babies, but now they cannot, because they come with such higher consciousness and all the memories and language and communication abilities. So they're trying to fool their kids, and they're not going to be fooled. And they're teaching a lesson to the adult or the parents. And so that's happening. That's been happening for quite some time, especially with the Pluto in Capricorn group children. More so is what is coming for me to share. So the Pluto in Aquarius group, like the babies, are coming in with this higher consciousness codes already activated within their DNA, is what I'm going to share. And so a lot of the divine feminine risings had to go into that dark space in this time, especially in May, for the full moon in Scorpio time, to tap into that energy of fear and navigate through that darkness or the fear in the unknown, and to revive the energy of the divine feminine consciousness of surrender and flow was a big purpose, is what I'm going to share. So a lot of people, readers, psychics and mediums and channelers may have been tapping into these energies, connecting with Egypt, Vera Magdalene, dark feminines, and all of this very heavily in the month of May thus far, is what I'm going to share. So you are to further embody and activate and whatever that needs to be released and come to the surface, so that you go easy on yourself, is what is coming. And continue to connect with nature and allow nature to embrace you. Like, feel the wind embracing you, that unconditional energy of Mother Earth. Feel that wind as a soft, gentle embrace, you see. And when you ground your energy just sitting on Earth, or going into a lake or ocean water, or you can just take a shower, allow that water energy to wash down any of your worries and anxieties and stress, or any impurities. And also at this time, something that I'm going to share is a word of what is coming is caution. So whenever someone or an individual is going through a transitional period or important level up or a leg up in their journey, there's going to be a lot of energies coming in to distract you or to keep you in a lower vibration that you're working to get out from or to move on from. And it could be your subconscious stuff that could be attracting these situations, so that you could see them and release further to transform and transmute. Or that there could be certain energy entities around. So this is not to the purpose or the intention or the energy is not to scare you, but to share this information. So with this knowledge and information, you are more you can make more wiser decisions, right? So you can use this knowledge to empower yourself rather than feel scared or be scared by it. That's not so interestingly, as I was sharing that information, all of a sudden my phone just fell off. So that there's certain energies that they don't want me to share this information for people. So a lot of people are jumping timelines at this time is what is coming, and that so-called in-between timelines or the transitory timeline, however you resonate with this language at this time, that timeline or the idea of timeline is very unique and different for everyone is what is coming for me to share. So there's no need for you to compare, and this is just a reminder. And at times we go there unconsciously and subconsciously with programming and a lot of the stimulation or through our surroundings. So at this time, it is advisable, it is what is the word that is coming, for you to further discern. And psychic hygiene is what is coming, to really discern and protect your energy at this time. If you resonate, that some people, like the people or the individuals or the strangers or you encounter, may appear very kind and unharmful. And that's one of their strategy and tactics. And it could subconsciously manipulate your mental energy to go back to certain old patterns by triggering certain past patterns of behaviors or communications that you are to move out of or you are to move on from is what is coming. So just be aware of those energies if you resonate is what is coming for me to share. So not everything that appears to be kind and gentle is how it really is what is coming. So that's why the third eye plays a very important role right now. You need to further clear up your third eye or continue to stay awake, so that you can navigate through these energies with not just with two eyes, but with your psychic eyes, by discerning the energies and frequencies at this time. And this is very sneaky and subtle. So one of the things that you want to be aware of is if you are constantly feeling like you are distracted by a lot of things that are popping up on social media or when you turn on TV or like all this media. So another thing that you can do is you can clear up the channels of these energies on your TV or any electric devices at home or that you are using often, such as your phone. You can close your eyes and visualize this bright white light clearing all this clearing all this communication lines or this energy, like these vessels, and just clearing everything in your household or with your families or children's like devices. And also you can practice cleansing your home space, house, and making sure your garbage is out and everything is clean and orderly, and to not attract any of these energies is something that you can practice, or could be one way to further keep your home in a very clean in a space energetically. It is what is coming for me to share at this time. So it's getting a little bit chilly out here. So I'm going to take off, go back home and get some food and then take a rest. So that's a message. So take however it resonates for you, discern for yourself. This is what I'm going to share as a reminder. This is not for everyone, especially all these messages with dragons and divine feminine risings and the Mauryan timelines, and especially a lot of high priestess they're waking up right now, and they need to wake up to anchor down higher consciousness on Earth and Gaia. And they're having me share. So for example, me, I was a high priestess in Lemuria and Atlantis, and all my lifetimes as Isis, Mother Mary, and Cleopatra, that I started to tap into in divine timing. So they gave me informations and I was tapping into it, and I share like these little stories about that in previous YouTube videos. So as you awaken these memories, and you may tap into the Akash. And another thing that is coming for me to share is anyone trying to force to tap into Akash, you want to stay very cautious of any spiritual practitioners, or because there's a gatekeeper with the Akashic records. So you're not to just tap into the Akash. So that's something that you want to be aware of if you resonate with that. And you're always given the information that you need in that moment. So trust your divine timing and divine guidance. So that information is coming, not more, not less, is what is coming. Just right, just enough, in just that time that you need it. So from my journey, that's how it's been. So all my journey through like Greece, India, like Jordan, and all this like areas, I didn't know why I was there, but then later they gave me, I was collecting my soul pieces. So I was going through like kind of the journey of Osiris, like putting back all my soul aspects by visiting in and connecting with the energy there. And I didn't know at the time when I was going through it. It only came in divine timing when I was ready to receive it for a bigger divine purpose. So always trust that timing. And another reminder is that you're always in the right place at the right time. So there's no need for us to stay anxious or stay worried. Is another message for anyone that may resonate. So it's getting really cold, so that is the message, and that's all for right now. And with that, I'm sending you lots of love. Keep your heart open. Okay, the very last message that's coming is when you are staying resentful or in anger or whatever that you may be holding on a subconscious and conscious level, you're in a state of thinking and not loving. So it may resonate for someone. So if you want to stay resentful, think and not love. If you want to do the opposite, bring that energy back to your center, to your heart, and start singing the song that I shared. I love, I love, I love, I love, I love. Or if you are in a healing stage, go easy on me, babe. So it's kind of a repeating message, but for some reason, they want me to share that once again. So with that, I'm going to wrap up, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye.